All right, and we're live. And we are live. Cars Chronicles live stream episode. Let's go get straight to it. This your boy Mitch TV coming to you straight off the hip. Car Chronicles live stream episode. This is a live recorded live stream episode. Thank you for everybody who been subscribing. Recently just hit 1,000 subscribers. Just want to thank everybody for subscribing to my channel. And I just want to just go over, just give shout out to all my subscribers. I'm very, very humbly grateful for everybody subscribing and helping me reach 1,000 subscribers. All right, first things first, let's talk about the LA Clippers. LA Clippers. Oh, shit. So Kawhi Leonard right now is being under investigated by the NBA, so Steve Ballmer, on circumventing the salary cap, where there was a tree company called Aspire that was supposed to, uh, you know, supposed to be like a third party company that was in partnership with Steve Ballmer and and also was supposed to endorse Kawhi Leonard for 20, I think like $27 million, like that. And Pablo Torre, a journalist, exposed the whole allegation, which it launched an investigation in the NBA on the LA Clippers circumventing the salary cap. So, me doing a lot of digging and reading around, it comes to find out that the company Aspire is owned by one of the minority owners of the LA Clippers, which is crazy work. And Steve Ballmer was saying he knew the people and they scammed him out of some money. Now, since the evidence blew up in the Clippers' face, the Clippers are screwed. And it's crazy how all these years they've been trying to win a championship and they can't do it the right way. And because, it's kind of crazy how the price they had to pay just to get Kawhi was not even worth it. So you've been paying him $25 million, 20 whatever, under the table, plus his $50 million deal that's on the salary cap books just to try to win a championship. And now I see why the Clippers are in turmoil. Now, I did a lot of reading around the net. A lot of GMs said that the Clippers screwed themselves doing that Kawhi deal back in 2019 because the Clippers was feared that Kawhi was going to sign with the Lakers, which that was originally Kawhi Leonard's number one choice. At that time in 2019, the salary cap was totally different. The Lakers had enough money to sign Kawhi because at that time you could have 3 max contract slots. So if Kawhi would have signed with the Lakers in 2019, he would have been getting about $30-40 million then. Plus, LeBron would have gotten 30-40 million. Anthony Davis would have got 30-40 million at that time because the salary cap was super flexible 5-6 years ago. So the Clippers did what they had to do to pretty much circumvent the salary cap just to bring Kawhi in by paying him under the table, doing a whole bunch of deals, all of that. So now all that shit they did years ago has bit the Clippers right in their ass. So it's kind of messed up how everything blew up in Steve Ballmer's face on how he circumvented the salary cap and all of that. But it is what it is. Now the Clippers, if they lose this investigation, they might get fined. I think I saw the fines might be between $500 to $1 million, and they potentially might lose draft picks, first round draft picks for the next couple of years, and Kawhi Leonard's contract might be voided. Now, here's what I think. Adam Silver, he's a nice guy. He's not the the previous commissioner, because Adam Silver he's a likable guy. Because if David Stern was the commissioner in today's NBA and this happened, David Stern would have took the Clippers draft picks for the next few years, voided Kawhi Leonard's contract, and told Kawhi he will have to sign to any team except for the Clippers for the next couple of years. But since Adam Silver is a likable guy and all the players love him, I think what Adam Silver is going to do for a punishment for the Clippers, which the Clippers are going to be found guilty, I think they're going to lose draft picks. They're going to pay like a $1 to $2 million fine, and Kawhi Leonard's contract is not going to be voided. And here's why Adam Silver is not going to void Kawhi Leonard's contract. Kawhi Leonard is a draw for the Clippers in ticket sales. And you have to think about it. He draws money. The last time the Clippers ticket sales was through the roof, when they had Lob City. And Lob City, that was like a wonderful time to be a Clipper fan at that time. Even though I wasn't a Clipper fan, I was still a Laker fan. But Adam Silver is not gonna screw the Clippers like that. Maybe David Stern would have if this happened, if David Stern was commissioner. But Adam Silver is a very likable guy. So people in the league like him, and also owners like him too. So he's not gonna do that because he realized the NBA needs stars. Every team needs a star. Every team needs to make money. And I don't think he's going to screw Steve Ballmer like that. And that's my prediction. That's what I think. I just think Adam Silver is going to do that. Like I said, $1 to $2 million fine. They might lose a first-round draft pick this year and next year, but the Clippers will still keep Kawhi. That is my prediction. I'll be totally shocked if they voided Kawhi Leonard's contract for circumventing the salary cap. And I think what the league might do to Kawhi, his punishment means his contract might not get voided, but I know he's going to pay like a $500,000 to $1 million fine also. Which that's nothing to Kawhi. If he's making $50 million a year, only $1 million is going to get taken out of his salary that year. So he should be fine. He could take that on the chin for a year and make that back up on the back end when he plays for another team. Also, the Clippers reported that they might build around Kawhi after this season because they realized Kawhi caused a lot of trouble financially and he's not reliable enough to build a franchise around him. And I knew this was going to come to the end. Like soon, Kawhi was telling the Clippers his demands that he can't play all 82 games. He need to have a rest. He can't do back-to-backs. And if you notice, Kawhi was playing like an average of 50 to 60 games a year. And then when they get into the playoffs, he get hurt or they get smoked in the playoffs. So he's not reliable. That's why I always tell people, Kawhi Leonard is the most overrated superstar ever. He solely won. He became a winner because he was in the right situation. Like prime example, when he played for the Spurs, people forget Spurs was the number one team in defense that year for the last couple of years during that 2010 to 2015 era. They was like the best team in defense. Also, Kawhi Leonard, when he won the championship with the Spurs, he solely became Finals MVP because he was holding LeBron. But he only held LeBron to maybe 25 points a game, which LeBron average in the finals is like 28. So he only, he held LeBron under his point total by 3 points. Whoopie-doo. And to me, I felt like that year Kawhi won that MVP. I felt like Tim Duncan could have won the MVP because Tim Duncan was really the anchor of that Spurs defense. I'm just going to be real. Even though Tim Duncan was 40 years old at that time, he was real talk to anchor that defense. But Kawhi Leonard was an up-and-coming young star at that time. He had a lot of upside, a lot of potential at that time. So it was right to give it to the younger, budding star at that time for Finals MVP. So, and then when Kawhi went to Toronto, I believe he deserved that because he did carry Toronto. He did carry that team to the finals, but he solely won the finals because Kevin Durant was injured. And I always said is, if Kevin Durant didn't tear his Achilles, the Raptors was going to get swept easily, swept. But Kevin Durant tore his Achilles, and then before he tore his Achilles, remember, it was a lot of issues going on in that locker room too, in the Warriors locker room. Draymond, Kevin Durant bumping heads, causing a lot of rift, and which that should have never happened on that part. But I'll talk about that another day. But go back to Kawhi Leonard. But Kawhi Leonard, he's the most overrated superstar ever to me. He never won, and he never won a regular season MVP. Yeah, he won Defensive Player of the Year, but he never won a regular season MVP. Yeah, he been selected to the All-Star team several times. Yeah, he been All-NBA a couple times. But yes, he's going to be a Hall of Famer when he retires, but he's the most overrated superstar ever. Like, the only thing with Kawhi was he was positioned to be in the right situation. And I said this before, if you took Carmelo Anthony, and yes, some people might kill me for saying this, if you took Carmelo Anthony and you put him in Kawhi's situation, of course, Carmelo would have won championship with Finals MVP. But I know some people might kill me and say, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about because Carmelo don't play defense." Well, if you look at it, both of those teams that Kawhi was positioned in, their team defense was great. Like, Toronto had a bunch of good defenders at that time. So did the Spurs. So, but you just put Carmelo in that same position Kawhi was in, and just tell Carmelo just score 30 a game and get us to the promised land. I think Carmelo would have won 2 championships also in that same type of position. So it is what it is. But yeah, the Clippers they shot themselves in the foot. But we're gonna see how this is gonna play out. I don't know if the verdict came out on the Clippers yet, but that's what I believe. I believe Adam Silver is gonna be very nice to Steve Ballmer because he don't want to screw the Clippers over and they lose a lot of money, and because that Kawhi Leonard's contract gets voided out. But yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you think about Kawhi Leonard and this whole investigation on the Clippers circumventing the salary cap and everything. This your boy Mitch TV, and I'm out.